We're off and running here, and let's take you down to the action at hole number 1. Frank, this is where you find out if you are a gamer with a capital G. First tee, final round, you're in the lead. Can you hold it?
And this is also where you find out if your best stuff is good enough.
Well, that's just how you envision it when you walk to the first tee. High and deep, right in the middle of the fairway. Good way to start. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
So the dominant performance continues.
Yeah, we're watching 2 tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest.
Here at the par 3 second hole, just about 170 yards. This won't hurt him. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
That drops for another birdie. 2 in a row to start the round. Well, Frank, as we get to the 3rd hole here at par 5, it feels to me like you need to be at a minimum 1 under through the first 3 holes or you're losing ground to the field.
You're exactly right. Chance here for birdie or eagle, too. This is one of those holes you can just wind it up and let it fly. And you'll certainly get a good reward with a big tee shot.
Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Well, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Nice, solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong.
And we pick up action at the 4th. As we check in on this early final round action, we join our featured golfer off to a hot start.
Yeah, some great golf. I really like the way they've been playing right now. Certainly playing aggressive golf, and that's getting rewarded today too. If there's a little bit of timidity at the top there, then there's this great opportunity that's going to open up, especially over those closing few holes.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the course.
Good effort and good par putt. Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, 5th hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play with that tee shot.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards, just crushed it in the fairway. This is a good-looking shot. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. He's made it. Frank, the 6th here at Banff Springs, a good little hole, isn't it?
It is very tempting, very easy to sort of... oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though?
Are you kidding me? Come on, you can't hit a ball that hard.
That is crushing it beyond all crushing. Smoked that one.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par. Not a problem there, Rich.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Those are painful from that distance.
Yeah, just another one added to the card. Big mistake.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We start to see shots in hand really valuable.
Now to the second par 5 on this opening 9. Frank, this is a pretty long hole, 602 yards.
Well, it's called hoodoo. You know what hoodoo means? It means bad luck, actually, so you don't really want to be thinking about that on this tee shot. 602 yards if you bounce one off the tee. Well, you might avoid the bad luck.
Frank, that's as good as I have seen all day long.
I think we've got to blame that on the weather. That weather, the wind had to help that ball give it another 20, 30 yards.
Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. And another green in regulation. 11 feet away. Man,
I just pushed it.
well, that hurts. Sinks the putt for birdie. Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. When that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
Looking to make a move. This putt for birdie. Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
Continues to roll the ball very well. So we'll round out the front side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. It bends a little bit to the right. You can favour the left side with a tee shot. It's just going to make that angle on the second a little bit easier.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. Had a birdie here yesterday, in there close, great opportunity for another one. Getting set now over the putt. Frank, a little too amped up trying to make eagle there?
Well, you don't get the opportunity every day, Rich, so can't blame them for that. That birdie's the consolation prize.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Getting ready to start the back nine here at Banff Springs. And Frank, you better be ready on this 10th tee. This requires a good shot.
Even though the hole looks like it bends towards the right, the best access to this hole is actually a little draw off that tee. That's the direction of the green, so a nice high draw in here.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Par here's fine, isn't it, Frank? So off the long par 3/10, we are at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4, Frank.
It looks like a straightaway par 4, Rich, but if anything, the hole actually bends to the left, and you really want to follow that natural contour of that. Just sort of draw it off those bunkers on the right, or just simply carry it over the ones on the left. But ideally down the left side, it avoids that pine tree that's further down. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, here at the 11th hole, second shot, another chance to make a birdie.
Certainly is. The only thing you're guarding against here with that second shot into 11 is just going long. Pretty generous green once again because it slopes back into the player's face. The ball's not going to kick forward.
Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Frank, what are we looking at here at the par 4 12, 442 yards?
Players are really focused on that bunker down the left side. That's the one that has to be either laid up, which will be 286 yards off the tee, or sort of worked off. This could very well be a 3-wood off the tee. Just hit it straight at that left bunker.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. Par yesterday. Now for birdie. And that's a birdie. Well, Frank, here's another pretty long par 3, the 13th here at Banff Springs, 225 yards. What's the right play?
Well, unless they have that flag all the way in the back, that first 2/3 of the green is just like a nice big circle. You hit it anywhere on that, you're going to have a putt of some 20, 25 feet maximum for birdie.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You've hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. And he's made it onto the green now. Clean this up with a tap. Did the job right there. On to the 14th hole now. It's a par 4, 442 yards. And what's the right way to attack here, Frank?
Two choices. Try and squeeze it down the right side, just short of those big bunkers on that right. Either that or carry the bunker complex on the left. A little awkward.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Throwing darts just inside of 5 feet. Birdie putt coming up. Had a bogey on this hole yesterday. Well done. Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's a par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you were spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers left, trees right. This is a fairway you must hit.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Oh, yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly have.
Chance to get it close here. Frank, this really is a remarkable turn of events, considering that earlier we had pretty much written him off.
Well, we had, and for good reason, too. Was not playing well. It looked like the round was going to continue to go in that direction. But somehow, and believe me, I don't know how, he's just completely turned this round around.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. It'll set up just a short on and it'll bring the pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. And he has it, Frank.
I don't believe it.
Well, here we are at the final hole here at Banff Springs. 578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable, but well protected by bunkers, left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of two things, the wind direction and exactly how far you can carry that tee shot if you want to find this fairway.
He just blasted that one down the fairway, out there about 325 yards. Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Big swing right there, and a great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Oh, yes, that's an eagle. What a great tournament finish. This one is in the books, and look who finished on top of the leaderboard.
Rich, this has to go down as a classic. Our champion was simply on fire. And I'm looking forward now to see how next week pans out.